Hello and welcome again, everyone, to the Cube Rush, brought to you by Marvel Snap Zone. We got two great hosts for you today. We got Binks and Super Tech God. They're going to run down our format for today and our players. So I'm going to leave it to y'all.
Hey, how you guys doing? Welcome to CubeRushEvents. I'm Ken Super Tech God here with Binks.
What up?
We,
What up?
we got some amazing players tonight, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so we have Kawa, GC James, Unit Zero, Valentine, and Winderbear. Are you guys ready? You guys excited?
Yes, sir.
You
Awesome.
much. Pumped, my friend. Pumped.
Oh man,
awesome.
this season.
Lots of hype. Lots of hype. We have a classic cube rush today, so all of the players were able to pick their own decks. There was no restrictions, and we're going to be going for a full hour here. And Super Tech, I would love to hear your thoughts on Shuri's Lab and how this is going to affect the competition today, because I think it's going to be pretty drastic, the changes that's going to cause.
Yes, I agree. We should see a bunch of big numbers and fun things happening with Shuri's Lab.
Yeah, absolutely. We got a lot of Shang-Chi's available in every deck. Let me see. I think it might be all
Every
but
deck, yeah,
all
except
actually
Kawa.
no. Kawa and Jesse James aren't running it. GC James, if that's how it's pronounced. I think I've been pronouncing it wrong for a long time. Super exciting stuff we got going on here. Yeah, a lot of kind of destroy style decks. A lot of and what looks like
Yeah, a lot of
almost
death.
look
A lot of death
yeah.
going on, guys.
A lot of death, a lot of destruction. But yeah, I mean, I think that we can kind of jump right in here. We'll dive in and start looking at everything. Loot Munch, are we all good to get going?
We are good to go. So, if all my players, if y'all are ready to go, I will give you your countdown. Y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll
Yep,
take all
I'm
the
all good
other
to go. I'm all good
silences
to go.
ready to go to.
Good to go.
Alrighty, guys. So here's your timer. We're gonna start you down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck.
Good luck. Have fun, guys.
Good luck,
Good luck.
everybody.
Good luck, everyone.
Let's get it. And as always, what we want to do is sit around and see, do we have any one-on-one matchups? Always the most exciting part of these early games. Doesn't look like we have one more
Nope,
chance with Unit Zero and Valentine.
nope.
We did not. Let's jump over to Kawa. Let's start over on Kawa's side of things. So it looks like with Kawa's deck, we have kind of an interesting kind of
Uh,
spectrum style deck. I've been kind of confused, like looking at
yeah,
this. This is one of the ones that was kind of like a hodgepodge of a lot of different things. What are your thoughts on this deck? What do you think he's trying to do here?
well, I see he's trying to lock down Black Panther, right? I don't see anybody playing with Black Panther in any of the decks. It looks like Kawa's deck is strictly to shut down Black Panther. So he wants to control lanes. He has armor, he has Goose, and he has Professor Xavier for sure. He also has Arrow to pull that Black Panther anywhere around the board, and he has Storm as well to kind of lock down a lane super early. It looks like. So to me, that's what this deck looks like to me. It's like, hey, I'm building a deck to just go up against this one style, and also see if we can lock it down because there's no destroyer, right? You would probably think you would be running destroyer with Daredevil and everything else, but that's not the case. So I think Kawa's deck is strictly, hey, let's lock down, let's stop Black Panther from popping off, and let's win in the process.
And we're already seeing some of these tech cards pay off. I mean, the armor coming down, blocking the Killmonger from destroying the hood. I think that armor is an incredible card to be playing. I've been actually feeling it even without Shuri's Lab. Right now, I'm running it in one of my decks because of Shuri's Lab. I'm not running Shang-Chi in that deck, so I kind of figure running armor or Shang-Chi is kind of like the main choice that you're going to make. You know, are we trying to destroy your opponent's stuff? Are we trying to lock it down and say no one's going to be able to blow things up? And armor pays off against a lot of destruction style decks. You know, if you had caught that venom maybe early on, you're able to kind of pop it out. Lots of really cool things that you can see with that armor, and they're just kind of stuck with this -3 power hood. No way of getting rid of it. They're just going to have an uphill battle there on Necrosher for the rest of the game.
Agreed. Let's see how he pulls this off.
Yeah, we
Ooh,
got the
smart,
Taskmaster pulling the venom.
smart.
And just to let y'all know a little bit of hindsight, that's completely what this deck is. Me and Kawa was talking yesterday, and he kind of had this idea for ongoing cards and stuff that messed up the Black Panther. So that's
Hmm
definitely 100% what he's going for here.
That
Yeah,
makes
an
sense.
interesting play. And let's pop back out, see if there's anyone else starting up a game. We saw GC James just got +1 cubes to get things started. Let's pop over to him. It looks like his second match probably just started here. And if we're looking at GC James' list, we have just a pretty pure Deadpool kind of destruction package, but with a very interesting. Oh, we have an ego game. I didn't even notice.
Oh boy, I hope
Look
he
at
snaps.
this.
I hope he
Ego
snaps.
popping off. I hope that
Wow.
GC did the snap.
Yeah.
If everyone knows the rules, the rules of ego, you snap immediately, you never retreat. It's an easy way to do it. The hood deathlock ordering kind of hilarious there, but he's still going to get a huge Bucky Barnes down in the middle. Probably still in kind of a commanding lead unless the opponent's ego can do something crazy with this Wong over on the right.
Yeah, it looks like he has this in the bag. Look, Ego's actually playing properly. He Killmongered the Deadpool. He did everything. Okay, let's see.
Hood second, but other than that, not too terrible. And let's see, is he gonna make a play over on the left? Ego goes to the left. Unbelievable! What
Wow.
a play!
Look,
What a
look.
player, dude!
This is great.
What an
Okay, GC
absolute
Fields.
gamer Ego is. Yeah, there's nothing better you can ask for. Carnage first, not destroying the demon. 8 power
Right?
getting developed on the left. I had on all 3 locations. Let's see if the opponent finishes it out. Oh, opponent retreats. What a
No,
coward! What a coward!
come on. You're not supposed to retreat, not especially with Ego. Supposed to
And he
play that.
knows that he snapped right away. He got that extra cube for it. So you absolutely love to see it. Let's pop back out and see if we got a new another deck. Let's pop over to Valentine. Valentine just started a game here. Playing the
All right.
hood on Shuri's lab is always funny to me. I think he played it before it came out, but it's always funny to see those go to -4.
Because it doubles it.
Interesting choice playing this demon out early. I think with so many Killmongers and probably running Killmonger in his own deck. I have to pop it up. I don't see it on screen.
He is running Killmonger in his own deck for sure.
Yeah,
He
interesting
has,
choice. I guess he just wanted the tempo of putting down that demon as opposed to
not wasting the energy.
wanting to. Yeah, interesting choice here. Cosmo going down in the lockjaw lane. I would be snapping here. I think that's a really detrimental to the opponent. Oh, actually, I really
why
liked
did
his original play.
Yeah, why did he pull back? Interesting. Well, I
But
mean,
it
he
looks
still
like
has
he
a chance.
didn't do anything in
Right.
the lockjaw here. And if this is an armor, then he's going to feel really smart, right? If he got this out before an armor came down, but it's a Dracula.
Dracula. Mhm.
So I've seen that this happens with Mysterio, where the Mysterio doubling actually works on Mysterio after it goes through. Is that the same with how the Dracula works? Like, have you seen that interaction happen? Like, is
I haven't,
Dracula gonna double at the end of the game?
I haven't seen that yet, but we'll find out. Hopefully, we find out. But I haven't seen that yet, so we know. Yeah, I have seen more if I haven't seen Dracula do it yet. Oh
Ooh,
man.
Infinite coming out over on the right. Cosmo can lock down a lot of on reveal and the Giganto.
And
That's okay though, you know.
yeah.
We're up by 20 in the middle. Captain Marvel's going to be a little bit rough. Opponent's going to snap here. I think that opponent, yeah, he Cosmoed his own Shang-Chi there. It kind of hurts. Yeah, I think if you do play the Carnage Killmonger over on the left, let's see, is Chavez running this deck? We'll take a quick peek at it. Valentine is not running
turn.
Chavez in this deck, so he doesn't have.
Nope. This is his last. But yes,
This
he
is
is.
this is the last turn. Wait, I thought that last turn was turn 4.
Yeah.
Oh, I must have missed that. Okay, my bad. Looking at that, but yeah, definitely just gonna sneak away there, run away with his cubes. Let's pop back out and Super Tech out. Where do you think we should take things?
Let's go to Winderberg. We haven't seen him yet. See how he's doing.
Well, that just starting up as well.
Perfect. All right. His deck is
This is the most interesting deck. It almost looks like it's a pool 2 deck.
Yeah.
Except you see Mysterio and Sarah in there, but
yeah.
the Star Lord, really interesting choice. The Captain America, I'm very confused at that Captain America. I'm not gonna lie, man. I do not see where that fit. I'm kind of a Captain America hater.
Just a little note there. He is free to play, so he's not as far as collection level and cards as some people. And this is actually the list that he took second place with last week. So he's just going with the same blue and true deck. Yep.
Very interesting. I think what is really cool about just Marvel Snap overall is that I truly think that you can win with anything. And trying to build all these different decks and doing all these different things has really just shown, even from the outside, you look at a deck like this and you think like, I have no idea what it's going to work. You can make some really impressive things happen.
Agreed. Listen, with Sarah in your deck, you can make anything happen.
Through that. And what's really cool is that a lot of people don't really think about this. A lot of people get upset about any hot or featured location, thinking, how am I going to beat this? Just throw Scarlet Witch in your deck, you know?
Yeah.
If you throw Scarlet Witch in your deck, you can pretty much just turn off whatever location that you don't want, and it could be really, really great. A lot of people will complain about like different metas and saying like certain things happen. I guess if it's on a flip effect, Scarlet Witch doesn't really do anything. Looking at you, Peak. Probably everyone's like most hated recent hot location. But yeah, I mean Scarlet Witch can just come in and change things up.
You could also play Rhino or Storm if you feel that way, too. So, but yes, Peak, you can't stop Peak no matter what you do. And so yes, you got Sarah Knight, good job, Angela.
Yeah, the Shang-Chi over on the right isn't going to be enough. But if they go, it's not going to be enough though, right? They're only going to get to 11. The Shang-Chi is going to bring.
If you played Killmonger, he would have been sitting pretty because he'd take out Zero, and then he put a fourth person on the right, so Lizard drops as well.
Wait, the Mysterio is going to be enough. So the Mysterio is going to drop down the Lizard. Drop down the Lizard down to 2. It's very, very smart play there to finish things out. Didn't actually completely catch that, but nice. Looks like he got a nice little victory there. Unit 0 we haven't checked out either. Just starting turn 2. Let's check in.
Just want to jump in real fast too. We do have Windebert at 4 cubes in first place, Valentine at 2 cubes, Jesse James at -1, Unit 0 at -5, and Kawa at -6. And we have 50 minutes left.
Very nice. 10 minutes in of really kind of standard, I would say, kind of CubeRush. A lot of losses, kind of surprisingly, but you never know. With some of these decks, so some surprises can happen. With Unit 0, probably gonna have to loses his Carnage. Really wanted to play that this turn, I'm sure.
Yeah, now he has Deathlock.
Yeah, it's tough because like the Demon's a little bit more power there, but I guess with the Deathlock getting a -2, and Demon also stops you from being able to play Killmonger later in the game, realistically, it's gonna happen. Has anyone else been getting the Atilian bug recently? I actually had an Atilian bug on stream that lasted so long it wasn't shuffling the cards that it skipped my turn 4 and it lost me a game. Hopefully that doesn't happen to any of our players here because it's never fun in a speed-based game like this.
Yeah, it happens when you wave on that turn, on turn 3, and then Atilian goes off. It gets stuck in midair. Well, that's what happened to me. I don't know what you did for it to stick for you, but that's what happened to me.
I was running Wave in the deck, and if I had her in the deck, I was probably trying to play her in turn 3, so I could definitely see that being the case. Yeah. I mean, I think I just had to like disconnect and reconnect or something when it happens because it was certainly very unfortunate.
Yeah, so that's the only thing I've seen. Yeah, so when I wave, Atilian's like, sorry, I don't know what to do on turn 3.
The White Queen taking the death. What an interesting inclusion there. That White Queen taking the death so that the opponent's going to be able to play death and another card as well. Very, very weird tech that you're seeing there, which now that I'm thinking about it, kind of might work against some of those Death Wave decks. It's very interesting.
Agreed. Now he has a decision to make. Where they're going to drop their death because he doesn't have priority, so he can Shang-Chi that death. And
New York turns, man.
I know I despise it.
New York turns. If you wanna just ruin your day and just like have what feels like the most impossible turn to work out, just try and run one of these turns. Let's see. He's gonna guess with the Shang-Chi over on the right. I think that's probably the best chance he's gonna have. And they go full left. Not gonna be enough. Interesting.
Still wins.
Killmonger picks off the Yondu, but still going to be enough with this death on the middle and the Shang-Chi over on the right to get the victory. And that was a 2-cuber for Unit 0.
That's perfect. Now he goes up. Try to get out that negative.
Let's pop back. Let's jump over to GC James, our leader Kawa. Unfortunately, down to a -14 cubes right now. But let's check over to Mr. James over here. We have Deadpool down on Onslaught. We have the Forge. Interesting. Is he looking to just forge this Venom here, maybe?
Most likely, yeah. Eat the both of them, Forge and Deadpool. I mean, that's what it sounds like. It looks like to me.
Mm-hmm.
So if he Venom's left right now, just thinking about it. Maybe think about putting Bucky there. No, I think Bucky would be a waste. So, oh, Deathlock, intriguing. Well, that makes sense. Deathlock at least
Yeah,
keeps
just
that
get
7.
the big
And
7 power there.
Yeah, and if he
Not
wants, he can.
sure what this next turn looks like. He can just do a pretty simple Venom Deadpool, but if he's doing Venom Deadpool, it seems really interesting to be using that Deathlock earlier on because the Venom's now gonna have a little bit less power. I'm really confused as to what he's trying to do here. I got the Patriot and the Mystique on the Onslaught Citadel, though. I mean, during a Cube Rush, I'm almost just getting the hell out of this game if it's me.
Yeah,
Really wondering what the whole point of moving that over to the left way. I guess he's trying to get a big Venom set up for an Arnim Zola.
yeah, most likely.
The
I just
Arnim
hope
Zola
that.
can whiff though with the Bucky Barnes is the problem he's going to face here.
Yeah,
Really surprised to see the opponent completely fill up over on the left.
the opponent has their plan. The left side is not their priority.
Look at those
Yeah,
big old
squirrels.
squirrels.
Yep, the left side is not their priority.
Uh, I mean, if this is me, I'm
Retreat,
saying peace. I'm saying
retreat.
peace. You're facing a Patriot Mystique on top of an Onslaught Citadel with
I mean,
Washington D.C. sitting over on
yeah,
the right side
yep.
of the screen. I'm
Retreat.
getting the hell out of that game.
Exact. Retreat. There you go.
It's an interesting thing with Cube Rush, right? You know, it's not just necessarily what you do; it's how quickly you can do it. Let's jump over to Kawa. He's just starting a game over here. See if he can drag himself back from being down. Oh, he's down 6 cubes. Just got an 8 cuber.
All right. So let's see. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he's run into any Black Panthers yet, but
Maybe
I
that's
hope
what we
he's.
got last game. Maybe that's how he stuck it out to the top.
Yeah.
Now this is me. I kind of love the Green Goblin a lot of times on Strange Academy. I feel like it's nice to just have that randomness of where it might end up going. Opponent gets the raft right
Oh boy.
away.
Yep. They get a 0-6 now.
So it's always an interesting idea, right? You know, we have that raft. We're going to have a 0 energy 6 power card, but how are we going to use it? And does the fact that we're telling our opponent, hey, we're at 13 power over on the left, and this is where we're going to be at the rest of the time, is that going to be enough to make some things happen?
Well, dropping that. Yeah, about to say dropping a storm nice and early, and then I'm assuming that's a 0-6 cost right there.
It's nice having this Daredevil here. You know, we could potentially make something happen here. I'm not sure exactly what could possibly work.
It sucks.
We've
Yeah,
got the
because you can't.
Jessica. I actually didn't know that you could see the Jessica Jones through the card. I thought you had to
Yeah.
click it.
What's crazy is he can't play anything to pull it anywhere else. He puts it. If he juggernauts it to flooded, then it's a wrap for him. Oh, I guess he is gonna do it.
Did he just snap?
Listen.
So, so I think his game plan is to
Juggernaut,
knock
right?
it in the to knock it into middle, and he's gonna win
Uh-huh.
Vault and the Rift. That's his plan.
Interesting.
All right.
Yeah, opponent can't play anything next turn.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm completely misreading this. Yeah, you know, you're
Yeah.
totally right.
You're right. Yeah.
Gets the snap in. Opponent has no cards
Yeah,
that they can play this
he's
turn.
signaling the arrow for the win here. Just the power.
Love to see it.
Yeah.
Opponent
Well,
snap back.
too. Maybe
Is that
they
a
have
bot?
yeah, wait,
They can't play
anywhere.
anything. They can't do anything, man.
Well,
your
hey,
card's
Cowboy,
not
you got
doing
you
anything,
got
bro.
8 cubes, buddy. You got 2 now.
Man, look at Colin's face.
This
It's
is
like, what is
perfect.
he doing?
And
That's
Kawa's
perfect.
comeback has started,
There
Let's
you go.
go. Kyle up to
jumping into
2
third
cubes.
place.
All right.
Man, he
Good
had a
job.
full read on that. I completely missed
Yeah,
how things would
me
work there
too.
over the left.
But Binks, I wasn't looking at any of that either. Good stuff. All right, I think we go over to let's see what Val's doing. Turn 3 right now. No cards, only 1 card. Well, 1 card played now. Okay, playing a couple.
I gotta say, you know, when Bar Sinister was the feature location, I feel like it overstayed its welcome a little bit. I think like 24 hours with it was going to be good, but the last 24 hours felt a little weird. But I love Bar Sinister showing up as a random location. I
Oh,
think it fits really well in the
Yeah,
pool and,
yeah,
and adds to a lot of fun.
I agree.
have y'all noticed who Val's playing?
Wow, Mr.
Oh,
Metal.
Mr. Metal.
Look
That
at that.
which is so funny because they usually play each other in Cube Rush over and over again.
Mhm.
It's funny. Mr. Metal's not in this Cube Rush, still playing each other.
Still,
Yep.
still finds a way to to run into each other. Okay, interesting. The Deathlock and the Nova pretty early. The morph, if oh dude, if that morph hit the Shang-Chi after the Carnage got buffed tonight,
Yeah.
I would have lost my
Yep.
mind. That would
Me
have
too.
been absolutely
I mean,
incredible.
let's see what he does here.
Okay, no death in hand for Val, but still probably just trying to get the wave down. The wave is really, really good against this Mr. Negative deck because it's going to really limit them from playing any of their crazy
So
powerful things.
who does Grand Central pull though? Cosmo? He pulls Cosmo. Pulls Killmonger.
Mystique. Oh, Mystique hits the Wong. Insane.
Oh man, he needed Cosmo at that moment to go there.
Was he ahead? If he's ahead, he just slams the Cosmo down this turn.
Yeah, and snap.
That's all you got to do. You just got to slam the Cosmo down there.
Yeah,
Opponent's
and
going to try and
snap.
play White Tiger. Opponent's going to try and play a Doctor Doom, and you shake your finger and say, no, no, no.
Yep, and
No,
snap. Make sure you
no,
snap. Make sure
no
you
on
snap.
field effects for you, my friend.
Here you go.
Let's see, but you know, there's still some potential here. There's a couple different cards that can come out. Maybe just get dropped down into Bar Sinister, that can completely change this game. You know, they could throw that on review. Ooh, got him
Yeah,
though.
we should
Ooh,
have.
nice White Tiger, by the way.
That's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
spicy 4 cubes right there.
yeah. They should have.
Absolutely.
Metal should have played in the middle, but of course he's not stream sniping. So
Yeah, you'd love to see. I mean, obviously, if you know that the Cosmo is in deck, it gives you a little bit more of an idea. But man, those reads feel really good. You know, sometimes it's not about making the most power possible on your side. It's about having a read on your opponent, knowing what they're most likely going to play, and playing something that completely disrupts it. That's really the best feeling you get playing Snap, in my opinion.
totally agree. All right, I think we should go over to let's see who's
Let's
any
hear
new.
Win
Yeah,
our leader right now, Winneber.
yeah. Let's do it with
Winneber's
nine
got
cubes.
Angela down the middle. Weird World out on the field.
Hmm.
Doing Angela and Bishop in the same lane, sometimes it is something that you want to do is combine those two. A lot of times you do want to split them up, but I
Right.
definitely think that there are certain situations where it comes out really great. Opponent seems to be playing like a fully pixel deck. It doesn't look like it now, but he can pull
Yeah,
the Ironheart and the Pixel Onslaught, two in a row. Got a Blue Marvel, so opponent could just.
I hope he knows that's going to be a
Yeah,
0 still. So
I don't think double. Yeah, I mean double 0-0. Let's see. Captain America coming down gets 12 power. I don't know how much more he's going to need over there. Sarah, I would be dropping Sarah on Shuri's lab if this is me.
agreed.
I think
Get that
that you're
10.
going to be able to get enough from the Bishop. You have the Blue Marvel that can come down next turn. I certainly think that it's going to be in your best interest to, get a little bit more, but maybe he just wants that guarantee. Maybe he's thinking potentially opponent has a Patriot, opponent's playing Blue Marvel in their deck, obviously.
Oh
Opponent's
well, he
going
got
to.
extra turn, so that's helping him out. Magic was definitely in his deck with the onslaught, so him playing Sarah helping him out right now with that extra turn.
Now, if I'm looking at this, for me, I'm looking at Psylocke, Carnage, Blue Marvel, right, would be what I would be doing this turn here. So if we Psylocke, Carnage, and Blue Marvel, we're going to be getting a huge Carnage. It's going to come down to about 12 power, and we're going to get the Blue Marvel that's going to double up. It doesn't necessarily have to be on the right. Um, but I think that you don't need to pull the Onslaught out this turn. I think the Onslaught's a bit better as a surprise, personally. But maybe he just wants to get it out. Maybe he's going to do that Carnage play a little bit later. Maybe he's going to go like Mysterio into Carnage.
Right.
Lots of choices here. I still think that Sarah probably could have found a little bit better play elsewhere than there on Weird World, but looks like things are still going pretty well for him. With Shuri's Lab, you never know though. There's a lot of things can happen.
All right, we treated, so he'll take his 1 cube.
And yeah, just a quick refresh on the score. Looks like we got Windover with that extra 1 cube goes up to 9. Might be a 10. Kawa from being down 14 cubes, now a +4. GC James at 2, Valentine at 2, and Unit 0
At 0.
washing the field with 0.
His
It's
name is
very
Unit
close
0.
window. Everyone's within 10 cubes.
Yep.
Very
His
close
name
one
is
here.
Unit 0.
Yep. Very close one with 37 minutes left.
Very nice, very nice. Let's pop over down to Mr. James on the left and see what we got going on there. Awesome, and thank you to everyone who's over here in chat. Sorry, I'm not really kind of good. We have Offbeat. Welcome in, Offbeat. Good to see you. It's been a hot minute.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we got Ego talking about Ego win the CubeRush. You heard it here first. Bink says Cerebro can win. I'm not sure when I said that, but we'll take that. I think
You
Cerebro
said
can
you
win.
could win with anything. He took that.
Oh
to
yeah,
heart. He took
Oh,
that.
yeah,
to heart.
man.
Oh, wow.
Also,
You
yeah,
most-
chat. Yes, actually, big thank you. We hit over 100 followers with this stream, so thank you very much, guys.
Let's go. Welcome in. Welcome in. Everyone who is watching maybe hasn't hit that follow button, make sure to hit that follow button. Always great to be able to follow up and catch the only competitive version of Marvel Snap available at the moment. Let's see what we got going on here. We have the Patriot and the Mystique going on in different locations from our opponent. Always an interesting play there. You're kind of expecting then we're not going to be hitting a... You can expect that we're not going to be hitting an Onslaught. Probably looking at an Ultron as a finisher here. But with this Venom coming down, it's a very, very scary thing. It's going to have a 26 power Venom, 24 power Deadpool in hand. Only getting a little Khazar down. So definitely feeling really good about the snap that he's already had.
There he goes.
Oh, the Arnim off the rip.
He got armor and he has the Deadpool. Oh, well, yeah. I think so. Let's see. They play Ultron.
Play
So
Ultron.
what,
Ultrons are going to get +5 each.
So what would y'all do here? I think my bet would be. Actually, I'm not sure. Well, we're about to find out.
I like his play. I play the exact same play. I think that it beats Ultron all day. I think that that's what you're looking to beat. And it looks like they moved to the middle and played Ultron middle. They're going to lose over on the right side, but have more than enough power on the middle and the left to beat out this Ultron. It's going to be 19 power on the left, I believe, and then 18 in the middle. Yeah, more than enough to beat it, win it out. Now, this is something that I was talking about on stream yesterday. I think it's really important. You know, opponent, they realize they have Patriot, Mystique, Khazar, Ultron. They say, hey, I have the nuts. I'm going to win this game no matter what. They just kind of push forward. You see your opponent, you know he has a 24 power Deadpool in his hand. He has a 32 power Venom. Just playing Deadpool on either the middle or the left locations is going to win there. You have to be aware of how Shuri's Lab can affect the game because it's a very powerful location. And even if you draw the nuts, it can be, you know, not even close to enough from what your opponent's going to play.
And now GC's in the lead with that win. And we have Valentine in second place. And Windermere in third. Kawa in fourth, and Unit 0 in fifth.
Yep,
Yeah,
still 10 cube difference. It's just we got Jesse at 10 cubes, Valentine at 9, Windermere at 9, Kawa at 4, and Unit 0 at 0.
They're just moving up and down the board. This is great. It's gonna be a close one. We got about 34 minutes left on the clock.
Let's pop over to Unit 0 because I just saw the peak come down and he has Arnim Zola in hand. So I think that there are some crazy things that are about to happen in this match. The peak, he has that 0 energy, 6 power Arnim Zola. Probably the second best flipped card in the game other than
Iron Man. Yeah.
Maybe Iron Man. I think Iron Man is better, but other than that, I think that Arnim Zola is absolutely disgusting at 0 energy, 6 power. To be able to play that on turn 6 with any 6 drop that you want to double it, devastating call. What are your thoughts, Super Tech, on Unit Zero's deck and kind of how he's built it?
I like it. It's definitely a cool Death Wave deck version of it. So I definitely do like it. It looks like it also, they retreated. They already knew, they felt it. He has the star players here, right? Hood, Deadpool, Yondu, Bucky, Carnage, Venom. He has all the players he needs to pull out Death and also play a a chunky Deadpool. So and have
Let's
a
stick with Unit Zero here for one more match. We only saw a quick
yeah
second of this one, and we haven't watched the full game. Yeah, I definitely think it's really like pushing that Deadpool version of the Deathlock, and with a lot of push. They are missing the Forge, but I think the Shang-Chi is probably what sneaks in for that
yeah
Forge in this list, just to worry about Shuri's Lab.
correct. I mean, Hulkbuster takes the place of Forge, I think, because if he Hulkbusters Deadpool and then kills it, he'd be sitting pretty.
Yeah, so I know that we played a Deathpool variant on stream together last week.
Oh yes,
Tell me
we did.
what are your thoughts on the difference between like this Deadpool version and just kind of the more classic version of Deathwave? Because it seems like the Deadpool version has actually gotten a lot more play recently, even before Shuri's Lab, which works so well with it.
Yeah, I think the classic version is just focusing more on getting Death out of your hand. I mean, Death onto the field and
Hmm.
using Wave to help play Death and another card on turn 6. That's the classic way of doing it. The one that we played on stream, had Leader. So that was kind of some of the goals too, right? We would play Death and Leader on turn 6, so we get to play what they're playing, and we also get to play our card. Where the classic version is just, hey, I want to get Death out and whatever other card on turn 6 to get out to the field. Where this one is, I want to get Death out, I want to get Deadpool out, and I want to get something else out to maximize all 3 lanes and try to win at least 2 out of the 3.
Yeah, absolutely can see that. I think that the Deadpool version seems like a lot of fun. I definitely think like kind of like a full kind of Dead Wave look is definitely something that's pretty scary, and it might give a little bit more flexibility. I definitely think on Shuri's Lab, it's the play. I do love running America Chavez. I really like that we had America Chavez on our side
Yes.
because it seemed to be pushing, getting us those early cards. And I think even with Deadpool, having that America Chavez in the game early gives us
Right.
a few percentage points chance of getting that Deadpool earlier, which really helps drive the whole deck forward.
Totally agree.
In the final turn here, it's looking like we have a very, very great turn. So we're going to be able to get a Demon, 4-power Deadpool, and 12-power Death. So we're going to be able to get 22 power across our different locations. Opponent does have a Wong available, though. So we got to wonder,
Ah,
is there a way that we can beat out a... Um, probably a Doctor Doom is going to be what our opponent wants to play. Can we
really?
get 17 power
I,
on one of those right locations?
I think it's an Odin. I feel it's gonna be an Odin. So he
Odin's
might.
Odin's also really expected. Then you get 4 7-power cards coming out.
Yeah, I think about to say. I think he stacks aside and make sure the middle can cover whether it be a 5 Doom or an 8 Odin. I
Now
think
he
that's
has to be. I think he's misplaying here because if it's the Odin is going to take over from that. Oh, the Shang-Chi actually can maybe kill the Odin off. But I don't think that they want to do it. We retreats later, so the Odin would have taken the +3 buff that would have landed on the Bucky Barnes. So it would have actually been a pretty big
oh
swing.
yeah, you're right.
Mm. That was tough. I think he might have calculated that, thought for a little bit, and just decided that he wasn't going to be there.
By the way, Jesse James has took a big lead here with 18 cubes.
Oh well, let's check him out. Let's go to Jesse James. GC James. Pronounce his name.
Jesse, yes.
Listen, I was calling his name wrong for so long. So
Yeah,
and
I'm
he's
sure
playing
everyone
no,
does.
he's playing a bot Valentine. So that's intriguing. All right, so they shut down Shuri's lab with Cosmo, which makes sense. Um, yeah, but he
Always
has,
good. Always good if you're expecting Black Panther.
yeah, exactly. I think he's good because with Stark Tower, he can get a nice um, big Venom and then use that to Armanzola on the left. And as well, he has Deadpool he can just drop in the middle.
Oh yeah, Deadpool Venom left. Looking super juicy.
Yeah, but whoa, whoa,
Deadpool
whoa,
middle,
whoa,
just gonna get that
no.
20 power one. Kind of
Oh,
interesting though. I
okay,
mean, he's
okay.
just looking to get the biggest
Yeah,
biggest one that he possibly can. It seems.
that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Okay.
Yeah, and also, I thought that this was pretty cool too. So if you're trying to Arnim Zola that Venom over on the left, your opponent could beat it out with Shuri's Lab. It's definitely possible for the opponent to take it out with Shuri's Lab. The Killmonger is also great to get down there to stop those +2 powers from coming in over on the left from the opponent. Interesting
Yeah.
choice. He's full. I hate the venom there. The venom doesn't do anything, right?
It's over. This is the final turn now. Am I going crazy?
Venom.
Yeah, Venom goes up. Venom gets he doubles. Was that a 40 Deadpool?
Yeah, but it's the final turn, so it's gonna go back in the hand, so it doesn't really matter. Maybe, yeah, I was gonna say maybe he's playing around Magic, but you can't play it on the last turn anymore.
He
Bucky
was
instead of
going.
Carnage was really weird.
He was going for max power
The
because
tie.
they both couldn't play right lane, so it was going to
Right.
come down to overall power. So he was just
Mhm.
trying to get the biggest thing because that venom would have been like 90 something.
Right.
Yeah, I think. Well, the Venom wanted a double though, right? The
Yeah,
Venom wanted a
no,
double.
it doubles.
No,
I'm
it
pretty
wasn't
sure
on
it
Shuri's
does.
lab.
It's not.
It
It's
wasn't.
not a.
It wasn't on
It's not
Shuri's
Shuri's.
lab.
Yeah, it's not Shuri's lab.
Oh, it's not
It
Shuri's
was
lab.
40.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nah.
Shuri's lab out of the Cosmo. That was just like kind of a weird play. I think that he probably could have squeaked out like one or two more power, but at the end of the day, I'm sure it didn't matter. Um, let's jump over. Let's see. I'm going to take a quick look just to roll through the leaderboard. We have GC James at 19, Valentine and Windaber sitting at 11 cubes, Kawa at -1, Unit 0 at -2. Let's pop in. Let's see. Let's jump in on Windaber. Just starting a game over here on the right.
Yeah, I think I would have Deadpool that big 20 Deadpool in the middle, get him to 40, and then Armanzola, and then send it to both sides.
Arnim
That should-
Zola couldn't have done it because of Cosmo.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, it's always funky to have to deal
Wow.
with like a lot of different little disruption things.
Yeah.
Maybe you would have done that, and the opponent would have laughed and laughed and laughed. But yeah. I mean, even if we're going for total power too, right? Like getting the Deadpool and doubling it to 80 seems pretty nasty. There's no way of getting Shang-Chi because of the Cosmo there. Lots of different possibilities. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Opponent retreated. We move on, right?
Yep. All right, so Winterbird's back to his Angela Bishop mid.
Bread and
Is it-
butter. Angela Bishop mid.
It's like we watched this already.
Yeah,
On
yeah,
Slot
yeah.
Citadel.
I love slamming down the Jessica Jones over on the right. Fortunately, Jessica Jones doesn't get too much work coming from Shuri's lab because it's only going to double the 4. It's not going to double the full 8, so it only goes up to 12. So you're kind of just playing like a standard 4/6 with something that's going to make it okay. We got a Venom coming down for the opponent. Who misses the Hulkbuster?
Yeah, Hulkbuster. He
But
wanted
probably actually better to get the Hulkbuster there if you're going to try and Venom over on the left because going from 2 to 4 but instead of 16 to 32 is going to be a lot different.
Yep.
I'm sorry about that. I just saw the Deadpool. I was making sure he wasn't playing against Jesse because he doesn't have his opponent's name up. I just saw the Deadpool and wanted to check.
I feel that. Okay, we got a Nova coming down on the left. Just playing Captain America middle. I kind of like the Star Lord over on the left now. Maybe get a 10 power Star Lord. This can just still compete. I'm guessing opponents are gonna Venom Arnim Zola is kind of my call on what opponent's trying to do here, and I don't know how he's gonna take it out. Okay, just the Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel, an interesting play on Shuri's lab, getting that 12 power one that can zoom over to a different location. Hadn't put too much thought behind it. The Shang-Chi, this gets beat by... No, he has priority, so an armor can't even get rid of it.
Nope. Shang-Chi's about to shatter dreams on that left side.
Snap's a little bit tough there because you got to think that a lot of times, you see that snap come down, you're kind of expecting what's going to happen, but we'll see if they retreat. They did retreat, yeah.
They did retreat.
If this is me, I'm not snapping there. I'm taking my 2 cubes. Hopefully, trying to bait my opponent into sticking around, but totally understand that. Let's see. Unit 0 looks like they're about to jump into a game. Giant Dirk.
Yep.
All right.
Giant Dirk.
Got a Dark Dimension game. Dark Dimension, I've always thought it was a pretty fun location. What are your thoughts on Dark Dimension? I feel like it's a bit divisive. Some people hate it. Some people really like it.
I love it. Same way I love Invisible Woman. I think it's great, especially when you do the final surprise. Nobody knows what's going on over there. You run any type of deck, especially in this case Black Panther. You could put everything on that side. Nobody would know. And then last turn, there it is. You know what I mean? So, Dark Dimensions are awesome. Space Stone, on the other hand, I'm not a fan of. But Dark Dimension, definitely like Dark Dimension. Avengers Compound, I guess, but turn 5 is, that's something else to deal with. But what's your take on Dark Dimension?
Oh, opponent plays Wave in this face. I'm very interesting.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of Dark Dimension. So the way that I've always really assessed locations is I think that there's a fun factor that comes into that. I think a fun factor is an important thing to think about. That's why I love the super rare Ego game because it's just fun, right? You know, some
Yeah.
people really hate Ego, but I think that Ego being as rare as it is, it's a lot of fun just to have an Ego game and rip through it, right? But then the other one is restrictive, like restrictive. Being restrictive, I tend to dislike. So like Crimson Cosmos, Big House, Dream Dimension, things like that just kind of like not let you play your stuff. Or like any of the rock locations. Lechigia is okay because there's some intelligent play around it. But at the end of the day, I really don't love it. Um, but what I really like is locations that encourage intelligent play. So locations that you can play around and be really smart about. So I think Dark Dimension definitely encourages intelligent play. Can you take advantage of it? Are you smart enough to understand, hey, if I'm running Taskmaster, how do I run Taskmaster? How do I run Mystique while dealing
Right.
with Dark Dimension? How do I make sure that I'm doing these in the right order? And keeping an eye on when your opponent is playing in a Dark Dimension to know, am I going to be ahead? Am I going to be behind? And based on what I know about my opponent's deck, what are those cards most likely? Because you're not given that information straight up like you are with the rest of the game. So I definitely think that Dark Dimension is a great location that encourages intelligent play and rewards players who are keeping their eye on it and playing around it more.
Totally agree. Oh, Dream Dimension, as we spoke about it, one of the
Hate Dream
most
Dimension.
most hated locations for sure.
Yeah, you got 5 drops? That sucks, dude. That sucks that you have
And
5 drops because you're not allowed to use them.
Miniature Lab. Look at that.
I think miniaturized lab would be better if it was 4 and 5. So like you can play on it turns 1, 2, and 3 because it just sucks when a miniaturized lab gets flipped in that third location. Or maybe just like putting some kind of coding where it can't flip in the third location.
That's
I
true.
think that would be fine. But I think that the fact that it could flip in the third location, you can't play it until turn 6, it's a bit too restrictive. Um, but yeah, I think that like try to fix a lot of these locations is something that's I always kind of have fun thinking about. I think Dream Dimension should be on turn 4. Cards cost 1 more. I feel like that fixes a lot of the problems with it because I hate when I'm playing a Sarah deck in Dream Dimension. I hate when I'm playing a deck that wants to play Magic and Dream Dimension comes up. It just
Right.
completely bricks those cards and makes them like unplayable.
I totally agree. I mean, Vi had a good idea about Dream Dimension, having it be like a kind of an on reveal. Doesn't matter when it comes on. For that turn, the cards will cost 1 more. So would it be cool if it,
Hmm.
you know what I mean? Like somebody, Scarlet Witch is a location and it happens on turn 6, then nobody plays, right? But so I think that makes sense too. Make it be more of an on reveal for that turn versus turn 5 where nobody can play.
Let's see how we're gonna play around it here. They shut off their arrow play on turn 5, which is always gonna be fun to do. Doesn't look like he's gonna have any way of getting this death down next turn unless he just deathlocks over on the left, which might be the play. It's tough, right? It might be the play to just slam that down. I guess they have 2 triggers of death, so getting the wave is actually just totally
Yeah,
fine.
2 waves, then he could play the next
The Dream
turn.
Dimension always messes with my counting because it shows it as 8, but
Right. Could go that 2. And then he could
Bishop over on the right,
Shang-Chi.
not too scary. Yeah, I'm thinking that probably I would be just doing arrow death middle. I
Yeah.
think is probably my play. Opponent can't really play multiple things. We do lose to Real Mysterio on the right. Man, dude, do we I arrow left, death middle?
It's interesting. I mean, it works out either way, right? Because he's pulling any cards that's played right now to the middle. I mean, to the left. So he'll have the middle locked down. He'll have the right locked down.
Well,
So,
the right's lost if the Real Mysterio's sitting there, right?
oh yes,
That's just playing around him playing the Real Mysterio. I feel like you're okay. Interesting. Gets the retreat. Opponent probably saw the writing on the wall. Death Wave deck probably gonna have enough to get him. Man, dude, that arrow inclusion in that Death Wave deck is absolutely disgusting. I think that KM Best was the one who started to popularize that. And I remember I got through a stream and the people just kept ripping arrow and death on me on turn 6. I had no idea how to beat it. And then I saw his tweet that kind of popped off that day talking about how it's like one of the best decks out there. I was like, oh man, dude,
yep,
this is why I've been getting dumpstered all day.
Yep, exactly what happens.
Just a quick update on the leaderboard. So we have 17 minutes left. We have GC James at 22 cubes, Valentine at 14 cubes, Winterburg at 13 cubes, Kawa at -6 cubes, and Unit 0 at -7 cubes.
Very nice. Still keeping really tight. GC James getting a little bit out ahead. Val and Winterburg still right in it. Kawa Unit 0 starting to get in dire mode. You know, when you start to get this far behind, you know, it starts to get a little bit dire. We have 17 minutes left on the clock, so we'll see if we can make enough impact here to get out ahead and change things up. Super Tech Guy, where do you think we should jump?
I think we should go over to GC. He's winning. Let's see what he's doing. Gotta be doing something right.
Love it, love it. And Captain Courage, Magic needs to be 4 cost now so bad. I think that putting Magic to 4 cost is a bit scary. I think that it would. Oh man, it's kind of interesting. I could see it happening. But KM Best also said that it would remake it the most powerful card in the game if they changed to 4 cost. And I tend to believe what he says because he's one of the best players.
Yeah, I definitely agree. The changing Magic to 4 just makes it the exact same it was before. You play Magic on 4 and Sarah on 5, and then you have 2 turns of a full blown Sarah. So.
Well, I think Magic should just be playable on 6, but not have an ability. You know.
Yeah, on
Abilities-
reveal can't be triggered on turn 6.
Yeah, then you should be fine. Because it's a waste of card now. You put in your deck and you get it on the 6th turn. You're like, okay, it's a waste now. You know. But at least play it so that you get that power.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, it's just always so. I mean, I think that the most annoying thing is always just when Dream Dimension comes down. Just makes it feel so bad. All right, let's see what we have here. We have the Snap with Beast in hand in Shuri's lab. I feel like he just feels really good. He's gonna have that 0 power Deadpool for the rest of the game. Be able to sneak it in on every single turn if he likes.
Yep.
I think this turn right now, you could just look at Deadpool Killmonger. Super easy. Oh, that would have been really bad if they didn't get either of the terrible cards.
So he's good.
Opponent lost their. Did you see what opponent lost there? Was it their death?
I didn't even look at it. I saw his go off. That's what I paid attention to.
Okay, we have the -6 power Goblin. Oh, opponent lost Hobgoblin. That's right. I saw that. Opponent lost Hobgoblin. Yeah, the goblins are pretty funny. I did hit a -16 power Hobgoblin with an Arnim Zola. That was pretty great. It felt really good to be able to send that back to our opponent. Deadpool just getting absolutely huge right now. Does need the Venom.
Wow,
the Venom.
Everything came out just in time.
The scary thing here, though, is that opponent with that Daredevil down, there's a lot of things that opponent could do to really, really mess with it.
He has priority, so he should be fine. But after that,
he could send something over to his side. I guess he lost his Hobgoblin already,
right.
But he could just throw a Professor X over on the right. You know, that completely stops the Arnim Zola play that they probably wanted to do. So just slam that Professor X over on the right and say, hey, we're just going to play with the middle and the left lane. You got to decide what to do. And I think that that's probably exactly what happened from our opponent.
Yep. He gets to play Death, so he could luck out. And he gets to play the Deadpool, so he's good.
What?
Oh, Abomination. Intriguing.
How many guesses would you have to guess that was the card being flipped over?
No, man.
Would have got it wrong.
I don't know how many
We all would have got it wrong.
I would have went through a freaking 2 or 3 pages in a notebook. If there's any card that was coming down, the Abomination from out of nowhere. And just Mr. James's reaction was funny too. He just kind of threw his hands like, what?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Intriguing. We all would have got that wrong. 100%.
100%, dude.
Wow.
Oh man, that was hilarious.
That was
interesting playing the Deadpool over on the right. I probably would have played the Arnim Zola first and then the Deadpool middle and just had a really, really good shot at all the lanes. We're losing right now to Shang-Chi left. If opponent just like completely soul read this play and is slamming that Shang-Chi over on the left, this is what I was a little bit scared about with the Deadpool. Now we got the Juggernaut and the Thor. What a weird deck from the opponent.
Yeah.
Will we take that 4 cubes? Take that 4 cubes?
All right, 25.
Staying up at the top. Let's pop back. Let's see. Let's try and get a Kawa and a Unit 0 game in, and then we'll probably focus up at the top for the rest of it. So let's jump over to Kawa.
Hey, so -4, not too bad. Got 12 minutes on the clock. Get a few 8-cubers in there, put them in a good position.
Yeah, so Super Tech God, you've played in many a Cube Rush. I've played in one or two. What are your thoughts in this position? You're well behind. You clearly have to make something happen. Are you snapping turn 1?
100%. As soon as I start the game, snap.
Yeah.
Look at my hand, snap. Yeah, at this point, you got to do it.
If your opponent leaves right there, boom! I get my 1 cube. I go into the next game. You can get a lot of those in. Ooh, opponent does the Spider-Man point. We'll have to see it. Probably the best inclusion as far as emotes that the game has ever seen.
Agreed.
Okay, so we have both Kiln and Flooding. He does have a Mr. Fantastic, which can compete with both locations. A Spectrum, especially at the end here, depending on how big this is. The Jubilee. Is it going to pop off here? The Ebony Maw. Okay, so it's going to beat... Actually, if we get Claw on 5, Spectrum on 6...
That's a win for him.
I think we got to play Claw here, no?
Yeah, 100%. Or
he could also super YOLO the Professor X. That would be a crazy play.
No, I mean, what turn are they on? No.
I don't know if that's the right play, but that would sure be a crazy play. I tell you what.
Oh, he would have won.
He would have won. He would have won. I'm saying. Okay, so dude, really interesting play that he could do here. The Cosmo's fine. I love the Juggernaut. I love the Juggernaut, dude.
Yes,
the Juggernaut, no matter what he plays. I guess if he plays a few things.
He goes for the Juggernaut. Will
go the Green Goblin and the Cosmo. Let's see if do we get the White Tiger here? Do we stop the White Tiger? The Doctor Doom. No. And actually, my play would have completely lost the game with the Juggernaut because the Doctor Doom.
Yeah, it would have sent it, and it would have sent it all the way to the other side. Yeah.
So. Oh, beautiful game by Kawa, and jumping straight into a Unit 0 game. What a gamer! Love to see it, Kawa.
Get another 8 cubes, he'd be in business. All right, so Unit 0 is getting rid of that Yondu so he can get a nice, good Hulk on that left side. Let's see if he plays anything else over there.
I think we're just dropping down the Killmonger on the left here, too. We could wait a little bit for it. Ooh, interesting use of the wave with the Death in hand. Definitely not my play there. I'll be trying to do Death Wave things for sure. Maybe they just want to play the Death out next turn?
Maybe, yeah.
Hey, the thoughts is, let's just get out well ahead. We know their opponent's playing 1-drops, and we're going to put them in a lot of trouble with.
If he plays Death on the right, he's sitting pretty because now your opponent has to make a decision. You only got one Shang-Chi, right? Shang-Chi the left or Shang-Chi the right?
Very true, very true. Both at 24 power, but he's going middle. Interesting.
I would have went left for sure, hands down. Oh well, it's left now anyway, so there it is.
Oh, and unfortunately, with the arrow, he's not going to get the extra power from it, so he got double damage. We do have a Venom that can come down here on the left, which would be an interesting way of potentially having some moves. He doesn't really have any way to shmove that around if he uses the Venom, so probably not the best play. I don't love the Deadpool Hulkbuster. I don't really feel like that does anything, but I really like this play, the Carnage Bucky Barnes Deadpool. That 12 power in the middle is going to compete all by its own. Got to be expecting a Shang-Chi. What the hell? What the heck, dude? No, this Carnage is going to be a disaster. Oh, no, where did it land? Deadpool left, Bucky Barnes left, Carnage right. Okay, could have been a little bit worse.
That's still bad.
That is not good.
You're right, but it could have been worse. His Carnage.
Interesting playing he could play like an Odin. Like, potentially could play like an Odin middle here.
Yeah.
To, like, double play the Juggernaut. Really interesting choices coming out from the opponent. Could play Odin right. This just gets dumpstered by a Shang-Chi, though. It's really hard not to want to retreat here. I mean, what do you do against the Shang-Chi?
He has no choice at this point. He has to snap.
He's got a point, I'm totally expecting a Shang-Chi to come down here from the left. We got the store. Actually, it's not going to be a Shang-Chi. He plays the Shuri's Lab, though, to stop the doubling. Dude, this opponent has absolutely had his... oh, my gosh.
He's a beast. He's being a beast
Absolute
right now.
gamer. Dude, what a gamer moment over on the right. Would have totally won that, too. But the opponent was just one step ahead, juggernauting away that carnage. Using the storm to turn off the Shuri's Lab. What a gamer! Sorry to tell you, you're on the other side of that Unit Zero. But if I'm playing, I'm clapping my hands for my opponent.
Yep,
I
you getting
love
thumbs
this.
up.
Yeah, dude, I can't. I'm someone who, if I get outplayed like that and just crushed throughout a game, I can't be mad. I'm saying, great job, dude. Great job, man.
That opponent just had the perfect read, turn after turn.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he did. He did.
Soul read. Okay, let's see. Let's do one more quick jump to where we're at. We're at 17 for Jizzy, Winterberg at 13, Val at 4. So let's see, let's jump over to Winterberg. He's just getting a game started here, doing his bread and butter with his absolute signature play, the Angela with the bishop on top.
Yep.
Cosmo down on Shuri's. Getting the Star-Lord over on the left. Ooh, getting the right call on it. Calling out the opponent's bishop.
Got him.
Got him. Okay.
Nice.
Interesting to see. I think he can just slam down the Sarah confidently in the middle. Gives him some opportunities to do some Shang-Chi things if opponent maybe just plays something big on the middle as well. Opponent plays their own Sarah.
Okay.
I gotta think I'm pretty well ahead here. You know, we have extra space over on the right. Interesting choices. Interesting choices.
Yeah. I mean, he needs to play
Nowhere
Killmonger.
to really land the Shang-Chi. The Killmonger's pretty nice for the Nova, right?
Yeah. I say he go, in the middle. Yeah.
All in middle, gets a little bit of boost on the bishop and snaps. This is gonna be a big play snapping here. I think it's probably the right move, and it definitely puts him in a lot of a good position to win. I'm trying to think of one to even keeps the bishop under 9 power. More island gonna be in his favor.
Yep.
See, I don't even know what's. Okay, opponent gets the Maximus out.
What's the next?
Goose, and then probably a Mysterio as I imagine. Okay, we have a Mojo right. Yeah, Mysterio to finish things out. Yeah, very good snap there by Winterberg. Very good snap, I would say. Doesn't matter where the real Mysterio is, still going to be enough.
Yep. Great play. Great play by Winterberg. And he
great play. I don't...
Takes the lead with that one.
Let's see. Does he take the lead? The +4 puts him at 17 cubes. We got GC James down to 13. Oh my gosh, very exciting. Let's pop over there. Let's pop over there. Let's see what we got. We got Fist Tower. No movement cards available for GC James.
You gotta be careful if somebody moves his cards over there now.
Always gotta be careful. Always gotta be careful. Sinister London. The double forge. Let's see. Is there something you can make happen with this? He's gonna need a top deck, I think. Plays the Bucky. Get an Olympia. That is very, very kind. Let's see. Okay, so he's gonna get 8 power. Wait, wants to play that hood first. Nope, that was a really bad play. He has to play that. Yeah. Oh wait, no, he can't play the hood first because of the forge.
The forge.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Keep the carnage nice and strong and hope the carnage goes on another location.
Yeah, big old carnage, two 8 powers. Totally fine. He has the Killmonger in hand, so he doesn't have to worry too terribly much about that hood. Opponent's trying to do a similar thing here. Let's see, what can you do? Okay, yeah, I kind of like that Hulkbuster. Even if it blows up the right side, it doesn't feel great, but it's not the worst feeling in the world.
At this point,
getting the demon out before the Killmonger, though. I guess he's probably just saying, I'm not going to Killmonger. But always scary. Opponent has 2 Novas out on the field. You got to imagine that they're trying to Killmonger, too. I would probably be saving that demon to play right before the Venom play. But if he's ahead here... I think this is a Killmonger. No, a Deathlock. Okay.
Okay, yeah. I think GC should snap at this point. I think his hand looks good enough to win this game. Oh
Yeah,
well,
I'm not sure.
no, that's a 112 Deadpool. That's tough.
12-power Deadpool's always spooky.
Yeah, he plays that Sinister London and play Killmonger. GC has a
Yeah, I'm thinking Deadpool Venom middle. I think a
Yep.
Deadpool Venom middle is going to be a great spot for him. He
Yep.
could, yeah, I mean, he's just going to drop a enormous amount. I agree with you. I'm snapping here. Shang-Chi makes it a little bit scary because Shang-Chi and Sinister London can blow up your spot real quick. But
Right. I'm snapping right now.
yeah, interesting that you held off on the snap. Let's see where this Venom lands because it could be pretty important here.
If it goes right, he's in business.
If it goes right, he has lots of opportunities
Yep.
here. Okay, big
There
20
you
power
go.
one. All these Sinister London hits going almost perfect.
Yep. Like I said, I would have snapped by now, but
You got the
yeah,
Killmonger down.
you got 2. Yeah, it's gonna be great. Your opponent gonna have a lot of big Deadpools.
Yeah, opponent has 2 26-power Deadpools that they can
Yeah.
play. It's gonna be scary. Yeah, thinking about this last turn. We got the Arnim Zola. Oh, dude, I love Arnim Zola Sinister London here. I love it, dude. I love it. And just drop the death right behind.
I would put exactly. I'll probably put a bit of death in the front or the behind, but
I
death
love
needs
it.
to go.
No, do it.
Play
Do
death.
it. Don't.
Come on, you got to.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry
GC,
about it, Mr. James. Don't you worry about it. You're going first. You can't stop their You can't stop their Deadpool. You just got to do the Arnim Zola into death.
Yes.
Come on. Come on. You know you want to do it.
And I understand he's thinking, but he has a minute left. He's got to try to get into one more game.
Come on, Death. It's
gotta be. Let's see the fireworks, baby.
Come on.
Dude, the problem is what he's thinking is that this Arnim Zola could hit itself. Could it's fine.
No,
The Arnim Zola, it hits the Carnage. If the Arnim Zola, the second, no, because the Venom's gonna kill both sides. No, this is fine. This never fails. I don't think.
That's true.
Because the Venom kills the Carnage. Because the Carnage is a scary one. Look at these big old Carnages going left and right all over the place.
Oh my gosh.
And he is gonna have time.
Yep.
Here,
They hit the big one.
You wanna just pop in and tell Jesse that the next game's his last one?
Well, I don't know if he's gonna make it in time. He's got 10 seconds left. I think this is it. I think this is the last game.
Oh,
he wins it. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
No, he has enough. It's gonna go over to the right. It's always gonna go over to the right.
Oh yes. Yes. He's good. You're victorious. Wow. What
Insane
a win.
game.
What
I'm bringing
incredible game.
8 cubes. What a finish. So does that give him the lead?
Let's check it out.
That's
Tied
time,
at
right?
21. Tied at 21.
Oh, this is great.
Let's pop over. Let's see where Winterbird's at.
Everybody stops. Everybody stops. Get in the chat. Nobody should be playing.
All right, Winterberg is on his last game. I feel like if Winterberg wins, he wins. If he loses, he loses.
Oh, snap. Go. Can ask for better cube rush right now, guys.
He finished right at the end. Are we cool to have Jesse jump into a game as well? Or was he after time?
I mean, from what I saw, because it's a delay on his end, on my end, it was he didn't have time to get into another one.
Okay, fair enough.
It's fine. We go down to this. Winterberg has to win to get his victory.
And he's in the game, so it's no matter what happens here. If it's a win, it's a win. If it's a loss, it's a loss.
So I have everyone unmuted and stuff right now, but I am just gonna mute Wendy just because we're gonna be talking about his game.
Let him focus and love it.
Yeah.
GC, by the way, if you can hear us, we were all rooting for that Arnim Zola death play at the end. I'm really happy you decided to do it. The fireworks of that player is so awesome.
I completely forgot Zola would get copied by Sinister London. I'm so glad that chat's here with me. That game goes to chat.
Oh, dude, it's so good, so good. Yeah. Oh, dude, disaster for Winterberg.
It's over.
He has to play through no matter what, but absolute disaster. I don't think he has a chance to win.
That's a done deal.
Oh, no, the Professor X.
Yeah, that's a negative.
Oh, the face of disappointment.
Damn. Gotta do it. Gotta retreat. Retreat later. Hopefully they retreat too. I would retreat later. That's what I would do. And hope they retreat too.
Dude,
Come
snap back. I snap back. Snap back. Snap back. What's the there's no reason to retreat, right? Oh man, and
Oh.
with that we finish up the Cube Rush Wind of Bird, drop on the 20 cubes at the very last
Man.
second.
Heartbreaker.
What an
Woo.
absolutely incredible day, though. I feel like there was a lot of ups and downs. You know, Kawa started really low, climbed back in, ended up kind of middle of the pack. We had a really competitive end to the game. Man, you cannot ask any more for a Cube Rush. What were some of your
Agreed.
favorite moments, Ken?
Wow. So of course that GC with the Armanzola, definitely one of our favorites. And then also Unit Zero's opponent, who went ballistic and played everything perfectly. Wow, Unit Zero, I feel for you, man. I was like, no way. Oh my goodness, it was crazy. You couldn't win that game if you tried because your opponent just knew what you were doing. It's crazy,
They
like you
knew.
were watching it. Yeah, that was
Storm
my
in the Shuri's lab on that last turn, the Juggernaut on the
yeah,
Carnage, just absolutely just devastating set of plays.
yeah. What was your favorite though?
Yeah, I mean, I really love that. I think that there was some really intelligent play that we saw from Kawa, like that arrow juggernaut play to finish out the game and you know start to pull back with that +8 cubes. I
Didn't
think
pay off, unfortunately. It the Mjolnir got sent to the wrong location, but yeah, it was an interesting play to say the least.
I think I may be thinking
Oh, it was
about
a
a
decent
different
game.
game because
Yeah.
you had a game that you won where like there was like Kiln and Storm and then you like juggernauted to win the right side and then you had the arrow to finish out in the last
Ah,
turn.
yes, that's
Yeah,
correct.
lots of really good stuff. But yeah, just good play all around. Loot Muncher, you want to give us a little bit of a debriefing and let us know how to kind of finish things out here?
Absolutely. So thank you for all my players and for my hosts for taking the time out to do this. Make sure everyone goes follows Binks, Super Tech God, Jesse James, Windebur, Valentine, Kawa, and Unit Zero. Go check all the guys out. Fantastic, great content. Definitely go check those out. So we're going to do our little rundown here, letting everyone shout out where you can find everyone. So we're going to start off with our new champion this week. So Jesse James, if you want to tell everyone where they can find you.
Wow, guys, thank you so much for hosting. That was an incredible event. I had the most fun ever. Folks can catch me over at twitch.tv/JEESEJAMES. If you hit that up, my socials are in chat, so you can grab the YouTube and all the other fun stuff from there. Again, shout outs to all the competitors and our host. I couldn't have had more fun tonight. Couldn't have done it.
Thank you very much. Yeah, he tried to make it last week, but he had some internet problems and had to bow out last minute. And he comes back this week and takes the first one that he plays in down. So congratulations again. And then Winterberg coming in second place for 2 weeks in a row. So tough luck, buddy. But next time, it's all yours. So you can go ahead and tell everyone where to find you.
You can find me on both Twitch and Twitter at Windabur, WINDDABURR, Twitch and Twitter. I stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. Make sure you guys do follow everybody that's competing tonight and Cube Rush live events. Everybody needs to be followed. So.
Yes. Thank you very much. Yep. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. And then we're going to Valentine. Let everyone know where to find you.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Valentine. For now, on Twitter, also at VALINTHYNE. Onlyfans.com/VALINTHYNE. Yeah, so thank you so much, guys. I'll see you next week, hopefully.
Yeah, absolutely. Go check out all those links for Valentine. And then Kawa, if you want to let everyone know where to find you.
Yeah, guys, you can catch me at Kawatech on Twitch, just Kawa on YouTube. Recently did a video with Ben Brode, so if you guys want to go watch that, it was an absolute blast to record. Binks was actually featured in that as well. It was an absolute great time. And then on Twitter, it's just Kawatech_CG. So yeah, and as well, definitely check out everybody that participated. Luke's gone crazy organizing these events. So here's to more to come. And then when battle mode comes, we can just take CubeRush to the sky. So yeah, thanks very much for having me, guys.
Alrighty, thank you very much. And Unit Zero. Hey, Unit,
Yeah,
you still
can
with
you
us?
guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just Unit Zero underscore on Twitch. I stream every once in a while, so you can follow me there. But yeah, thanks you guys for organizing again. Always a fun time. And just for the record, I think that game that you guys saw was probably a bot. But yeah, that one was
Okay.
pretty crazy.
It was for sure.
Yeah. That was definitely something that came to my mind. I didn't even think about checking the name or anything, but yeah, the probably was definitely a bot. So appreciate it, guys. Like I said, once again, make sure you go follow everyone. I know Kawa, shouted out his YouTube video with Ben, but he also dropped one with me today. So go check out his
That
YouTube.
is true. That is true, Lou. Yeah.
Yes.
We actually discussed 10 new or 10 leaked cards that we think is going to come soon to the game. They're currently in the client, so hopefully they'll be in the game soon. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Fun watch. So yeah, y'all, everyone go check that out. Everyone go, please follow every player in the Cube Rush tonight and in future Cube Rushes. Follow everyone. This is all about growing the community. We're all trying to do our part here. So, and then again, special thanks to Binks and Super Tech God. So Binks, if you want to tell them where they can find you.
Yes, sir. I am Binks. I do a lot of stuff over on Twitch. If you're on the CubeRushEvents channel, you'll get rated over to me at the end of the stream. But I do a lot of stuff on Twitch at twitch.tv/Binks_plays. I also live stream and do daily YouTube uploads where I'm doing deck guides and doing Pool 2 stuff, Pool 1 stuff, everything like that. So lots of fun stuff over there on youtube.com/@Binks_plays. And of course, my Twitter. If you just look up Binks Plays on Twitter or Binks_plays on Twitter, I post deck lists just about every single day. Lots of really fun stuff there, and it's a good way to just kind of interact with me and help grow the community. But shout out if you are watching CubeRushEvents or if you're watching any of the other streamers right now, make sure to go to CubeRushEvents on Twitch and follow so you can keep watching every single week. Super awesome event that Lou Muncher puts on. Thanks for having me on as always.
Thank you very much. And Super Tech God, let everyone know where they can find you.
You can find me on Twitch TV, Super Tech God. You can find me on Twitter at Super Tech God, and over at YouTube at Ken Marvel Snap. I had a blast hosting with Binks, and of course you too as well, Lou. Thanks for putting this together, guys. You guys did a great job. It was very entertaining all the way down to the wire. Winterberg, for any reassurance, I too was second place for 2 Cube Rush before I won a Cube Rush. So just take that, and hopefully next time you got the W. And everybody else, thanks for coming out. Please follow everyone. Like they said, follow everybody that's playing. Follow Luke. Follow CubeRushEvents. Follow Binks. And see you guys in the next one. Thanks.
Absolutely. And one last thing, just a shout out also. I didn't know if Super Tech God was going to do it or not, but check out Marvel Snapcast. It is the podcast that we do with me, Super Tech God, and Valentine. So everyone go check that out too on YouTube and all your podcasts and on Twitter. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for coming this week. Stay tuned. We're going to be hanging out here for a second. As soon as Binks gets his channel up and running, we're going to be hosting him and rating over there. So if everyone just wants to hang out and chat for a few minutes, and we'll get that rolling. Thank you very much.
Awesome, guys. Thanks very much. I gotta head out, but appreciate all of you guys. Congratulations.